Alright, so here we are at the second line, and this is the 3-inch cleanout access here off the rear left corner of the structure. This is just as you're coming around to the back of the pool. Now this line has its own connection. It does basically just run straight out all the way to the public sewer at the middle of the street. As we drop in here, we got a few feet of cast iron that we drop down into an original clay line. So this line did not get replaced. This is all the original clay piping here, and there's some pretty good root intrusion going on. Now these root intrusions in these older clay pipes is pretty common. Normally we're suggesting that they can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings. It's when they're left unmaintained for extended periods that they can create blockages or potentially damage a pipe. So we're going to get a little bit of water running here to help keep our camera clean with these root intrusions that have potentially get dirty. So these older clay pipes actually did have a long service life expectancy, being essentially an earth material or a clay. They aren't really expected to deteriorate underground, but they can be more brittle in nature. Do have a higher potential for damage during seismic activity or earthquakes. So while they are older and do need maintenance, typically we're suggesting to maintain and monitor these, providing their roots haven't caused any damage. Typically in a situation like this, in a clay pipe, you would, if something got broken, typically you're not talking about replacing the entire line. More likely do point repairs, fix the areas. Now right here we got a pretty significant root intrusion with a lot of debris buildup causing a slow drainage, partial blockage, and I can't really see the condition of that area, so in order to be more accurate here, at least for this section, we would definitely need to have the line cleaned and perform a follow-up examination. Let's see the amount of debris that gets pushed through here. More of the same. It's pretty evident that nothing has been done to this line. But other than that one area so far, it all looks pretty common. It looks to be in fairly good shape. I wouldn't, in my personal opinion, see any reason to replace this line. Another area here that's some pretty good roots. Again, hard to see, but pretty soft, really. Just kind of knock it out of the way. Knocked a lot of that loose. You can see about half of that joint. Nothing obvious there either. Definitely some slow drainage and blockages occurring through this one. Something occurring here. Get that to drain out a little bit. Alright, so in a case like this where we got areas that are holding a significant amount of water, and limiting our visibility, we are definitely going to recommend a good cleaning and a follow-up just to make sure there's no damage in those areas. So far we're essentially talking about three points. Alright, so here's coming up towards the front of the property now. Should be increasing to that 6-inch pipe here. Right around this area. A little bit of a separation here. Something to keep an eye on. And we drop into the 6-inch pipe. This looks like a more modern pipe. Hard to say if this is new or if it's just a more modern pipe when it was put in. And here we got more roots. It's pretty common. Alright, so here we're making the turn into the public sewer, 133 feet. Alright, so in conclusion here, the primary main line, or the first main line over there, has been replaced with plastic all the way out, just short of the public connection. And you're looking at a situation where it's uncommon to see plastic pipe under the street here in the city of LA, but it is possible. There are allowances for that, but there are specific criteria in the installation process, so one would need to check the permit status and that it was inspected and approved by the city. And other than that, that's a very functional line. It's working fine. This second line here, it is definitely the original pipe. It is exhibiting common conditions with root intrusions in several of the joint areas. At least 3 of those areas are causing some slow drainage and backups right now. And I would suggest having those cleaned out, taking a second look just to verify, make sure there's nothing going on or any damage in those particular areas. We would focus on those areas during the follow-up. Other than that, there's no other repairs that I would be recommending at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to the written report for the description of the final findings and recommendations. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day. All right.